All right, let's not make a big deal out of this. So Alex, how do you feel like collecting has changed for you over the years?
I'm definitely more discriminating.
So you could be charged with discrimination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am very prejudiced when it comes to what movies I own. It has to be something I'm more, gonna keep. Not a lot of blind buys anymore.
Yeah. So like when I was collecting a few years ago, I was still in college, still in film school, and I was especially interested in not just movies that I was going to watch, but also movies that I wanted to study and like dive into the special features and kind of learn more about the process of filmmaking. These days, I'm still, making films and doing that kind of stuff, but as far as what I'm collecting, it tends to be more things that I know I'm going to watch and rewatch. And yeah, I really don't do blind buys anymore as much. The one exception I will say to like movies that I love and I'm going to rewatch a ton there are some movies out there and TV shows even where the special features are just so good that I know I'm going to return to those, even if I don't necessarily watch the movie a ton or the show. Like some of the later seasons of classic Doctor Who. I don't talk a lot about classic Doctor Who, but there are some seasons in there which are not very good, but the behind the scenes stuff going on in the show in the 80s is so interesting. There's no gloss on those special features. They really dive into it, and people are willing to talk about like the dirt and like the politics of the BBC and all that stuff. And so, yeah, some of those like early 80s Doctor Who sets, the special features are so good that it's worth getting them. But yeah, in general, it's movies I've seen before, movies I'm interested in watching and rewatching.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I would be inclined to do, if any blind buys, it would probably be like Golden Age Hollywood.
It's a pretty safe bet. Or like silent cinema, trying to get some of those. Yeah. Because also just in general, I think over the years since we started collecting, home videos really changed too. Yeah. Because there's like been the transition to 4K and, that sort of changed what gets released, and the streaming game is very different now than it was 10 years ago. In some ways, I'm more selective about what I get, but it almost feels more important to get stuff now.
Yeah, in a way, it's like I'm less inclined to just blindly buy a bunch of things, but at the same time, I'm also aware that there's this very precarious feeling about home video.
People are saying like, oh, you can find anything on streaming now, and it's like you can find a lot, but it's a very, it's a very fickle thing. It's temperamental, and there are movies that do just kind of disappear.
Like Disney stuff. I mean, they just shut down their movie club. Unfortunately, I got what I wanted out of that.
Same. I got a big like bulk order right before they shut down. And two, like there's also the restoration thing that's been going on recently. Like there was a video that went up about this that you shared with me about, James Cameron starting to use AI for restorations, and it's in some ways film restoration is getting weird. And so I don't know, it seems more important to rush out and get the things I'm interested in, on Blu-ray or on 4K if I know that the work was put into them.
But that's why we're out today.
Exactly. What specifically are you gunning for again?
So, two things that I'm really excited to see are the Trial, Orson Welles' The Trial, and The Roaring Twenties. And maybe if they have it, Daisies.
Yeah, I'm also gunning for The Trial. Maybe Roaring Twenties as well, because that's an awesome movie. Oh yeah, all these shops are closed now.
Holy cat.
Because
Bye Bye Baby really went bye-bye.
Exactly, yeah, because Bed Bath & Beyond was like the anchor store. That went down. And then we just passed the Beast, Best Buy, which, as we all know, no longer carries DVDs and Blu-rays anymore. So it's, the world is changing.
We are in a very apocalyptic time.
Barnes & Noble is still here, such as it is. And we're going to try to comb over their selection and hopefully film in there without getting thrown out again. We'll see. We've got a strategy this time, so maybe we'll make it unscathed, but we'll find out. Let's go!
Membership is meaningless anymore.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, because you don't get the discount anymore for the Criterion sale anyway. Yeah. So I just canceled my membership.
It was pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, even the membership by itself, it's not as good as the other one.
Yeah, it's very
Every
limited.
time they ask me, I'm just kind of like, no, because it's not worth it.
got the back wall, looks like. And then, oh, all the Criterions are over there now. You got the Roaring 20s.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's plenty for all. These are the 4K.
Yep, and it comes with a Blu-ray too. So
Yeah. Well, it was easy.
Yep. All right, let's go.
Now it's time for like getting the stuff that I have always skipped over. Because it's been a while since we've really like coordinated to actually go to a Criterion.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time. Maybe we've gone once since we did that last video in 2017, but I don't know. I don't know if we have.
Maybe, because I was talking about it. Then again, where's Daisies? Oh, okay. 2 copies. Well, this will be interesting.
Yeah, you got decisions
One
to
of my
make.
classic decision-making time. This does have a lot of good extras, I think. Yeah, commentary with Daniel Bird, who was trying to make a documentary on the making of on the Silver Globe.
Was that for the Blu-ray that never came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we're not seeing any of that except for like a clip that's on YouTube.
Hopefully someday.
Yeah. I don't like. Look at the. It's all like warped and wrinkled.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get another. Let's see. I think this one's okay. Yeah, that'll do.
Documentary that Chidlova and cinematographer. Short films as well, which are always fun to see, especially Czech ones.
Yeah. Didn't the Valerie and her Week of Wonder set come with short films too?
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the Cremator?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It comes with a segment that Gerard Hertz did for Pearls from the Deep, the anthology film, but I don't think it was put in the film. It's called The Junk Shop.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, no, it's I've watched it a couple times actually.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's got a Lishka score, so it's entertaining. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of these Czech films.
At the moment, I'm kind of gunning for maybe like some stuff that's been released over the years that I just slept on. Like I'm trying to see if they have It's a Mad World here. Oh, they do.
They do.
They do. More sensible packaging looks like this time.
I like the. I mean, it was fun. The older packaging was kind of was a little insane though, because they had like the DVD and.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I like the gatefold. I always love gatefolds, but it was one of those ones where you just slide the disc in to the cardboard. It's not like on a disc hub or anything. Yeah, I don't care for those.
Oh. You got every flavor of Bowie. Which one is that?
It's a vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in seeing this movie.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not really on board with blind buying these days, but Sam Neill's in it. It just kind of seems like a really, really good time. It's like kind of a near futuristic road movie. A lot of the songs were composed specifically for the movie. Yeah, and the brief was for all the bands, they were meant to do like, what do you think music is going to sound like in, I think, 10 years or 15 years, 20 years, to kind of like approximate where they thought the music scene would be. It's interesting. I'd be up for seeing it.
Yeah.
At least. Because, yeah, one of the reasons that I don't blind buy as often as I did is, I have a library card now, which makes it a lot easier because you do like interlibrary loans and those kinds of things.
Yeah, I should take advantage of that more.
Yeah.
It's good they have Shot Corridor.
Oh yeah, maybe I should see if there's a Sam Fuller movie I don't own that I need in my life.
Since we were making these videos, like I've become a huge Sam Fuller fan.
Yeah, I think you had seen a couple of them by then, but now you're like all in. Would you say he's your favorite director at this point? Or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've just gotten into like a lot of his method of making films and choosing subject matter, and even his ideas on music. Were very similar. I think I just sensed kind of like a kindred spirit.
And you've seen almost all of his films by this point.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, the only one I haven't watched is Shark, which is like kind of his movie. It was cut up, and then
who directed the picture? A shark? You ever seen that video? It's when the Oscars were announced for the films of 1975. It's Steven Spielberg is at a beach house with like a couple other people, one of whom is Joe Spinell. And they announced Jaws as a nominee for Best Picture, but Spielberg was not nominated for Best Director.
And Milos. Oh,
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
And like Spielberg's trying to be cool about it. He's trying to be like, oh, it's all right, we'll get him next time. There's no point getting upset. And Joe Spinell is livid.
he's like, who directed the picture? Somebody's mother?
This man made yours. Are you kidding? Who's kidding who around here?
It's a dark day in Hollywood.
Like Spielberg's like trying to calm him down. Be like, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Who made it? The shark? It's a matter of logic. Who made the best picture?
All right, enough.
That's it.
I'm suffering enough.
All right, we're suffering
more,
with
I'm
you.
suffering.
We're suffering.
Cancel my day.
What's crazy is I don't think he got an Oscar until the 90s. I think he finally got one for Schindler's List.
Yeah, you're right. The other film I haven't seen of his is Thieves After Dark, which I'm trying to get to like, and that'll be the way I can see the movie. But I mean,
Yeah.
leave her to Kevin.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about this, have we? The whole Heaven Kevin
That
thing.
goes way back.
Yeah, where it's because there was, what was the actual show called? Kevin Can Wait? It was like this Kevin James vehicle, and so we started just anything that we could think of that had heaven in the title. We were just inserting Kevin.
Leave her to Kevin.
Yeah, leave her to Kevin. My Blue Kevin. Tortilla Kevin. Kevin is a traffic jam on the 405.
Between Kevin and Hell. Girl can't help it.
They borked the transfer on that one.
They did. That's a shame.
It's like too blue.
We watched that in Jackson's apartment in New York.
Yeah,
that time.
it's awesome. I've rewatched it since. It's such a great time. The music alone in that movie, like, I don't know.
Yeah, they got a stacked roster of.
Yeah, like as a historical document, it's incredible. And then there's, of course, Jane Mansfield's unfortunate flatulence that really is the main villain of the film.
Don't ask. You don't want to know. They've been putting out stuff from the BBS set in individual releases, like Easy Rider, 5 Easy Pieces, and they have the Last Picture Show. Like, they got to do one for Head.
They have to.
Oh, like
Yeah, I can finally get rid of my BBS box.
Yeah. Bunch of dead weight on this, taking up space. That's why I bought that box set. I haven't watched all the movies in there either. Who's gonna watch Drive? He said.
I don't even think Jack Nicholson's seen Drive, he said.
Oh, did he direct?
Yeah. All right, we made it.
We did. Yeah, it felt good. We fell right back into it.
It's like riding a bike.
Easy habit.
Just to say nothing of what it's like when I try to ride a bike.
Well, we conquered.
We did.
We did, yeah.
And now you're pretty hungry.
You bet.
So this is one recent development that actually doesn't involve, stores closing and
Yeah, it's a happier
death of home video.
It's a happier development.
But it is a change for us. So right up here, they just opened a Raising Cane's, which I used to live in Kentucky for a period of time, and they had Raising Cane's everywhere. And then I would come back here, and I would be kind of sad because there was no Raising Cane's. Of course, there's Poppy Toppies, and that's the classic. That's what we love. We love Popeyes, but sometimes you miss that cane sauce, you miss the Texas toast. But they did just put one in over here. They put it in where the old Dom Pablo's used to be. And I remember, we'd go to Best Buy, and the Dom Pablo's would always make the Best Buy parking lot smell amazing.
I know, it was sad when the Don Pablos went away, everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I used to go there, I used to have good memories of having food there.
Yeah, it's like there are a ton of way better Mexican places around, but if you just want big box Mexican, there's really nothing else that hits the same note as Don Pablo's.
Okay. Oh yeah, so it's just a different building. I
They
I imagined them converting the interior of the Don Pablo's into a Cane's.
Now to escape.
The lady in there, she took my order, and I said my name. She thought I said Alice. She said I-C-E, I said X. And she's like, oh, A-L-I-X. I was like, yes.
Sounds great.
Great, thank you. Do I look like an Alice?
They don't look like a Bob, a Ted, or a Carol, so...
This car is about to smell really good.
Implying that it used to smell really bad.
It just smelled.
Hey!
Not bad.
That's my car!
It's not bad. It smelled
It still smells!
It smelled like a car.
Still smells! It still smells!
And we're back. We ate chicken. How was the chicken?
It was great.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's all about the cane sauce, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's good. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I forget how this goes.
So this was actually pretty successful. We found everything we wanted within a minute of walking in there.
And you were pretty saucy, I must say. Yeah. Speaking of sauce.
Yeah, so I got the Roaring 20s, which I had wanted going in. The Trial, Daisies. So that one. And then I spotted this, and I was talking about this earlier, so I got Seconds.
Yeah, which you used to own.
Which I did, and I got rid of, but now I'm actually thinking I wanted it again, because there's just things I want to probably appreciate more about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an excellent haul right there.
Classic.
Yes, indeed. And mine's pretty classic as well. I didn't go too far off the beaten path. There were a couple of things I passed over. I was thinking about getting Lost Highway, but they didn't have the 4K set. And these days, if Criterion puts something out in 4K, I'll usually get that because they have the Blu-ray bundled in. But yeah, so I did end up getting also, like Alex, The Trial. This one's been in public domain hell for a long time, so I'm glad that it's finally been nicely restored. And then one that I can't believe I didn't own previously. It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. I got the new, well, not new, but it used to be in a gatefold set. This one is kind of slimmed down. Yeah, just keep case edition. I think with just the Blu-rays. The other one had the DVDs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a map.
And a map.
Maybe that has the map.
It
in
might.
there, too.
I see there's some booklety stuff in there, so we'll see what that is. And then Safety Last, trying to round out my silent film comedies, and yeah, happy to have that one.
Great.
So that's the haul.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, we may or may not ever do this again.
Probably not.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.